AquaMethodPodcast. Nonconformist, positive nonsense. AquaMethodPodcast. Nonconformist, positive nonsense.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy GP, and you're rocking with me on the Aqua Method Podcast. And as always, you can find me on Twitter, GrasshopperGP, Instagram, GrasshopperGP, both of which spelled normally. No numbers, underscores, characters, emojis, anything crazy like that. GrasshopperGP, Instagram, and Twitter spelled normally. GrasshopperGP at yahoo.com is a place to be if you want to send me any type of sponsorships or advertisements, or you just have something nice to say about the podcast. Check me out at grasshoppergp at yahoo.com. That's the email. You're listening to this at GrasshopperGP Official. That's Grasshopper with 3 S's, because when I made the account, I couldn't spell. GrasshopperGP Official, 3 S's is the YouTube account. That's where you're listening to this, hopefully, unless somebody took it and put it somewhere else. Before I introduce my lovely, beautiful next guest, I got to toss it to a little conversation that me and a very special person had. Me and my cousin KG, a person I've talked about on the show a lot. We talked about our current topic for this week, which is prom. I wanted to talk about prom because I saw a bunch of kids at a restaurant all dressed up. At first, I thought it was a wedding group, and then I realized, it's April, so it must be prom season. And it started got me thinking about prom memories and stuff like that. So I went to talk to Kyra, KG, about our prom experience, because we went to prom together as part of a big group. So here's that, and when we come back, I'll introduce my guests. All right, y'all, and we're back. Let me before I bring in my next guest, let me tell y'all a little bit about it before we get started. I've been doing this. This is, if all things go according to plan, this should be episode 40. So I've been doing this for 40 weeks, y'all, and I really appreciate y'all rocking with me for so long. And every time I get a view, it motivates me to make a whole nother episode. So thank y'all to everybody who's been listening. But if you have been listening, you've heard me talk about a person named KG, my cousin KG. I say KG. Her name's Kyra. I don't want to say her name. I didn't want to say her name too much on the episode before, but now I actually got her on the show, and you know, it is a very special occasion for me. This is this is one of the most important women in my life. She's my sister. She's the closest thing I've had to a sister, and I love this person very, very, very much. And this is my cousin Kyra, KG, the KG I've been talking about for a bunch of episodes. So say what's up, Kyra.
What's up, everybody? Oh my God, he gonna make me cry. He ain't never told that to me how much he cared about, but I know it. It's cool. Well, hey, everybody.
So, but you know, some cousins are far apart, you know. But me and Kyra, we grew up together. We've done a lot of things together. And one of the things we did together was go to prom together. Not together, you know, but we went to prom as part of a larger group. And since this is a prom episode, I wanted to get Kyra in on it and get her take and see if we could talk about our prom memories from back in the day, you know.
Back in the day, that was almost 10 years ago.
Well,
Jesus Christ.
The junior prom was 11. That was in 05.
Oh yeah, way to make us seem older.
Yeah. Yeah, that was 11 years ago. The junior prom, me and you, we went together. We got a big group together, and we met up at your parents' house.
Yeah. Mhm.
Remember that?
I did.
And
that was crazy. I went with Ryan Cooper.
Yeah.
You were there with Ashanti.
Yeah. Shout out to Ashanti.
Yeah.
Man. No, I actually sent her something on Facebook because the reason why I'm doing the episode was because I went to a restaurant and I was seeing a bunch of young people wearing tuxedos and dresses, and at first I thought it was like a wedding thing. Then I looked at, I'm thinking to myself, it's April, so it must be, it must be prom season. So I started thinking about the stuff we did back then. I'm like, man, that was a good time, man. So I figured I'd do this episode real quick and get you on the phone, and which is kind of cool. This is my first phone interview, so it's kind of interesting. And y'all, for y'all that don't know, Kyra is in Texas. She is a doctor, and
I know absolutely nothing about media and the radio, so excuse me for whatever I do wrong. I apologize in advance.
Yo, that's another funny thing. Yo, Kyra was really nervous, and that is just delightful. That is just wonderful. I love it when people get nervous because that's when the funny comes out, you know. And you know what's funny? Yo, like Kyra is one of the smartest people I know, and she has been my whole life. So I mean, it's just so funny that you're that nervous with this. I can hear it in your voice.
I know I am. I'm very nervous, but okay. I think I'm ready because I can't prepare for this because this is just not my arena. So this is yours. So I'm putting it all in your hands. I love that boy to death. So he gonna treat me right.
Right. But anyway, so we met up at your parents' house, and we was all dressed to the nines. And I remember Darrell made a toast.
Yep.
Remember that?
Yep.
Darrell made a toast, and we had sparkling grape juice. What was your?
You remember so much more than I'm like. I don't think I remember what we were drinking, but I do remember Darrell doing the toast. I remember there were like what 26 of us there.
That was a good bit of us. That was a lot of us.
It was a lot of people, and I remember thinking, I was like, some of the people I probably could have cut out because we weren't really friends with them. So,
yeah, you said it, not me, man.
I'm just thinking, like, some of these people I really don't get down with. I don't know why they really at my house, but it was high school, and everybody was like 4 degrees of separation at that point. So you just kind of kicked it with everybody, but it was definitely it was a bunch of people, man. That was a crazy time.
What do you remember leading up to that?
I remember the drama about the limo bus, who was riding on it. Back in high school, everybody's broke. I mean, nobody really had any money, and your parents had to give you all the money. I remember the drama about what kind of bus we were gonna get, how long, like all the planning up until that point, like where we were gonna eat. Everything was just drama, and then when it all came together, like we had a great time that night.
Yeah. Yeah.
This was the prom with David. Did we go to Cannon's that night to eat on St. Charles?
Say it again?
Where did we go to eat that night for prom?
Bro, I was going to ask you.
I want to say we went to Cannon's on St. Charles that night.
Okay. That sounds familiar. I remember the driver being kind of mean. Am I just imagining that?
Because he was serious about his money. Because he knew we was high schoolers, and he was like, they are not going over their time because they cannot pay me.
Right. Right.
I remember drinking on the bus. I remember that. I don't know if anybody else was drinking. I might have had a few people who were drinking selectively, but you never drunk, so I mean, you might have not been one of those. But I remember drinking on the bus.
Yeah, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. But that's funny that you say that. But yeah, like, I just remember, like, part of the reason why I wanted to do this was because, like, high school prom is like, cause we grew up in the '90s. It's not like those '90s. It's not like those '90s movies, you know.
No, it's not.
Like people go to stay at prom the whole night, and they got a big dance sequence, and yeah, I barely remember prom. Like I remember going to prom for like 5 minutes, I feel like, and then we left.
No, that's very true. I mean, it's amazing how that one night during that time in your life is one of the biggest moments, supposedly.
Yeah.
It's one of those milestones.
Yeah.
And then you think about it, and it's like there's so many things I don't remember. I'm like you said, senior prom. Like I won prom queen. I do not remember that. That is not the important part of my night.
Right.
Winning prom queen was not it. You know what? I wrecked my mom's car that first night, and that's what I really remember because that's what stuck with me for the next 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember that. Y'all. Kyra was a prom queen that year, and Kyra didn't look excited at all about getting prom queen. Like, yeah, I mean, like I said, like in the movies, the girl is all beside herself, doing this thing, and Kyra was not that excited about it. I mean, she was cool with it. I remember you telling me that late on that week, if you told your mom that I got prom queen, like she had to ask you like who got prom queen, and you said I got prom queen.
It was me.
Yeah, all nonchalantly and shit.
Yeah, I was washing dishes. She was like, well, who won prom queen? I was like, I did. She was like, what? Really? Why you didn't tell me? I was like, I wrecked your car tonight. She was like, oh yeah, you sure did.
Yep.
It was so unimportant. No, you're right. I mean, like, and then I never really wanted. I mean, prom queen. When you think of prom queen, especially like you talk about her in the movies, it was always the girl who was like extra popular. She had the big boobs, and she used to mess with all the guys. For the record, you guys, that was not me. I did not talk to nobody. I was semi-popular. I was actually the black girl nerd. So how the hell? I mean, I participated in a lot of things, but there's no way, according to the movies, I should have been prom queen, which is maybe why I don't know, just was not excited about it. I remember being at prom. This is the only thing I remember about being prom queen. I was sitting there talking to our assistant principal. My best friend, Kimara, who had won homecoming queen, was sitting next to me. We were in full conversation about who knows what. And then they called my name. I don't even think I knew they called it. She grabbed my hand and she rushed me to the stage. I don't remember being crowned. I don't know who crowned me. I don't remember people being around. And that was it. That was it. Completely unimportant moment in my life.
You remember who was a prom king?
Was it Jordan?
Nuh-uh. I believe it was Rhett.
Okay, it was Rhett Sandowski.
Yeah, Rhett was prom king.
Again, see how important that was? I had no clue.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but like Kyra being modest and shit like that, that's cool. Kyra was quite popular. I mean, to me, she was quite popular. I mean, looking back, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you was cool with black people and the white people and all that. You know, but like that's the thing, because like you said, you was a part of a lot of stuff. You know, like people knew me in band and in RTC and in drama, but and so like the branching off of those three circles was the realm of my popularity, but your popularity was a lot bigger because you had a lot more circles.
Yeah, and I guess it never seemed like that.
Yeah. Nah, man, Kyra being all modest and shit. Prom queen, homecoming court.
That's just going to show you how much I didn't really care about people.
Class favorites, all that shit.
I did not really care about what people think. I was just doing my thing. I had my circle. I had my cousin. I had my friends. And that was all that really mattered to me. I really didn't care about nobody else.
Yeah, man. But, so, do you remember getting asked out? How did Ryan ask you out?
I don't even think he asked me out. I think his mama talked to my mama. Or his dad talked to my dad. I don't think he specifically asked me out. I do remember Shane drawing this huge portrait of me, and I looked like Kanye West in the picture because I had these huge chipmunk cheeks. But he drew it by hand in art, and everybody thought it was so sweet, but the picture was really not that cute.
That's funny. What did we do? What did we do after prom? Junior prom.
Junior prom. We rode around Bourbon.
We did that.
And then we went back to Ryan's house and had a served breakfast, a chaperone breakfast by the parents.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, that was it. It was an early night. We got in like 12, maybe 11, 12 o'clock.
Yeah. Yeah. We walked around, huh? Didn't we?
It took a little while, but because, like you said, our driver was an asshole, so we were on a really strict time limit, and he was not playing. So we might have walked around for a second, but it wasn't nothing that extra that, that really sticks out in my mind.
And then senior year was the year you got prom queen, and but we didn't go together. I was with Tristan, T-Man, and you was with who?
I don't. I guess keep Myra, Gabby, and Raquel my normal group, but I'm just assuming that's who I was with. I remember going with Shane.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I was thinking to myself, like, cause like we was talking about it, like prom is really overrated. Like you said, it's like when you're in high school, it's the big thing. But like, when the actual night comes, like I remember being excited about it, and I remember being excited about having I had my dates for both years and getting dressed up and stuff like that. But then I remember like after it, I'm like, especially like going, because like I said, we was there for like 5 minutes, and then both years we was there for like 5 minutes. Then we left. People, like, girls just wanted to take pictures and go, and
pretty much, yeah.
And I'm like, what's the point of this thing, man? Like, and then looking back at it as an adult, like this, none of that mattered.
None of it. None of it.
I mean,
it's even more pointless now than it was. Like every year it gets more and more pointless, because even when you called me earlier and told me about it, I was like, you did a segment about prom. I'm like, there's almost nothing I remember about prom except for getting in an accident. I almost had to sit down. I would have to sit down and write a list, literally, and think hard about what went on with prom, what led up to prom. I don't even know at this age I have the energy to do that. I got too much going on with real life.
Yeah, no, you're right, man. You're right, but it's always fun to go back and think about stuff like that.
It was
a far simpler time, man.
Yeah.
Because that was the biggest thing to worry about. That was it.
I know, that's crazy. Crazy how things are important at a one specific point in your life, and then complete, almost non-existent later on. That is funny. That's crazy.
And I was also thinking about, like, we was talking about like prom movies. Like, I was thinking about, like, I don't know if you saw it. You remember a movie called She's All That with Rachel Lee Cook and
Vaguely, very vaguely. I remember kind of like the concept of the movie. I can kind of picture
like Usher was the DJ.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest thing I remember about that movie. But I know I didn't see it.
Yeah. Cause I mean, like that prom was a big theatrical thing, and I mean, we didn't have proms in the gym. Like we had our school budget was a little more up there, but it was nice looking. But like I barely remember anything about it because we was there for like 5 minutes. But the thing about prom movies is always like these high school movies is always the after party. I don't remember no big after party. Now I wonder if my listeners have had big after parties and stuff like that, but
yeah, we definitely didn't have them.
Like there was some drunk children. Don't get me wrong. There was some drunk babies out there, but but it wasn't all. It wasn't like going to somebody's house and sleeping with your prom date and stuff like that. At least not with me.
Nope, not over here either.
I couldn't, cause I thought about that. Like looking back on it, I'm like, at what point does the sex happen? Cause that's all people was talking about, and that's all people was
like.
That's
so true.
Yeah.
That is so true.
Like,
but I can't sit back and say that I had one friend who said, "Oh, I lost my virginity on prom night.
Right.
I can't wait." Or they had one particular guy. I can't wait to give it up to him on prom night. No,
right.
it was none of that. None of that.
Like, yeah.
All a myth. Big myth busters. Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry, girls and guys. That is not the night that it happened.
Right. If you're in the prime age listening to this, it might happen, but the chances are it won't. It might happen because I know a few people. In fact, I know one person in my entire life who said they actually accomplished that on prom night, and that's it. Because my thing was I'm in a group of people. How am I get these girls alone? I mean, I wasn't really thinking about it like that, honestly, with my prom dates. But I was just thinking to myself, like, if I was thinking about that, how is this going to happen? You know what I mean?
Where is this going to happen?
Yeah, where is this going to happen?
When do I break away from everybody?
Right. Right. This is not going down. But my senior prom, I was with this girl from this advanced program called Excel at Xavier University. We had met there, and she became our prom date, and she was one of the, it was one of the rare moments of having a prom date that didn't go to school with you. So I had that going on, and she was gorgeous then. She's gorgeous now. But we went to a restaurant, and Tristan's friend Royal, you know Royal?
Becknell?
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
He spilled lemonade on my date's dress, and I'm like, that had to happen to my date. I'm like, that had to happen to my date, of course. I mean, why not? Why not? You know, I mean, like an oasis, a water fountain of lemonade on her beautiful blue dress, and she just got up. She had her face. She had a stone face. She just got up, walked to the bathroom, and all the girls followed her. And that reminded me of military ball night. Remember that?
Oh yeah, when Kimara got spit on her dress. Oh yes.
Yep. Oh man.
That was almost a fight that night.
Yeah. That's a story for another day, because that was a fantastic night, and that was a legendary high school night. That was far.
Oh, definitely a story for another day. That's a whole section on its own.
Right. That's a whole nother because that was far more eventful than prom night.
Yeah. Yeah, kid. You want to talk about prom, building that up? Oh, don't sleep on the little dances.
Yeah. Yeah, don't trip off that, man. You never know. Anything can happen, man. When there's a bus, alcohol, and teenagers.
Man.
Not that the AquaMethodPodcast condones underage drinking. But it does occur, unfortunately. But yeah, man. So any other prime memories, cuz, or what?
No, I hate to be so disappointing, but prom really, like you said, is not what it is cracked up to be. I cannot pull anything from the back of my mind to make it even sound like, oh, it was this grand. No, it wasn't. Sorry, guys.
How you think prom is gonna be now with the Snapchat generation?
It's gonna look like everything else on Snapchat, and this ages me, really, because it's the same reason I don't have social media. Everything is going to look grand and like a great time. They're gonna play the one song that you like at prom, and then you Snapchat that, and then you have all your friends in the background, and the next 20 songs are nothing that you care about. I think it's exactly the same as ours. It's glorified, which is what, I can't get on this soapbox right now. I really can't do it about social media. That is another conversation for another day.
Yeah, Kyra's not on anything. But I think it's gonna be different now because it's everything is videotaped now. Because me and Kyra are old, we old young. So when we was in high school, like if you had a camera phone, you had like $1 million in the bank, like so. So there was no camera. There was certainly no social media. There was definitely no Snapchat, no live streaming, no Twitter wasn't popping like that. Facebook wasn't cracking. You had to be in college to be on Facebook. And So everything wasn't on the internet, but like these youngsters are putting their whole life on the internet. So I think prom's gonna be different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Let's see. Is there any other messages for prom age kids going to prom and stuff like that, or what?
Be safe. Like you said, the drinking happens, but just be responsible. Best you can. Whatever your mind will allow you to do. I've been there. I drunk during prom. I drunk junior and senior prom. Be safe. Get the limo. Don't drive. Do not drive. Not the best idea.
Yeah, man. Yeah, if you
but have fun. Enjoy it. Make sure there's people around you that you plan on keeping around, even if they don't make it. But enjoy it.
Yeah. Any advice for prom queen etiquette or?
No, not at all. I was probably the worst prom queen ever. No, I'm sorry, guys. Nothing. I got nothing there. Girls, it's not that important. If it's something that you're striving for and it's a lifelong dream, do not fall into the trap. Trust me, nobody will remember it next year.
That's funny. Well, there you have it, folks. That's my cousin, the lovely KG that I've talked about 100 times on the show. There she is. So this was fun. I gotta have you again.
Well, I appreciate you guys tolerating all my mishaps and sorry I'm such a boring prom queen, but it really is real. But I appreciate you guys letting me be on the show. Cousin, you know I love you dearly.
Yep, love you too.
Yeah, it was cool.
And we're back. All right, and like I said, I have a very special guest. You've seen her on episode 30, what?
It was
23?
23.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Really? No.
Twerk in Peace.
Yeah, it's called Twerk in Peace, yes. The very, like one of the most popular episodes we have, I have at the AquaMethodPodcast. Miss Hannah, what's going on, Hannah?
Hey, nothing much.
How you doing? What's new?
Oh, goodness. Let's see. Job transition, schedule transition. Pretty much that.
Yeah.
Focusing on that.
Yeah. How's that working out for you?
So far, so good.
Mm-hmm.
Making the big leap in a couple weeks, so we'll see about it then.
Yeah, I heard there's a lot of upheaval at the station, but that's cool though. That's good. That's good. Everybody's moving up, it seems. But yeah, so like I said, y'all heard my prom stories and me and my cousin's prom stories and stuff like that. And like I said, I wanted to do the episode because I saw a bunch of kids at a restaurant and got me to thinking about my prom memories and has prom changed and stuff like that. So, Miss Hannah, when did you go to prom? It was what, 2006, 7?
No, it was 2009 that I went to my senior prom.
I didn't know I was that much older than you.
Yeah.
It was 05 and 06 for me.
Oh, that's not bad. We were close.
Yeah. So tell me about your prom experience. How was that?
It was really great. We did kind of all of the classic moves. We ate before.
Yeah.
We got a limo.
Yeah.
We got our group together. We went in together on it, and did the prom thing. And they're smart. They put a little curfew on it, so we hit the curfew, and then we went to my friend's parents' house for an after party because that's how you did it in high school. It was always the parents' house.
Right. Oh, that's cool. Mm-hmm. That's cool. So who wound up taking you? You don't have to say his last name if you don't want to. Who wound up?
Yeah. So it was the guy I was dating at the time,
Okay.
and his name was Mitchell. And we did the classic white colors for the senior year. Did you go in white as well?
No.
No?
That must be a tradition around here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I didn't. I never heard that.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. So senior year everybody wore white.
Everyone wore white.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Even the guys, white tuxes.
Right. That's cool. So how did he? Well, y'all was dating at the time, but did he do anything special to ask you out, or was he nervous, or?
We were a little bit nervous because his he comes from a very religious family, and we were worried that they wouldn't allow him to go because it's prom, and the dancing can get a little risque.
Yeah.
So they had their reserves, which are completely understandable, but we thankfully were able to still be able to do it. And we went to his high school prom, which is actually called a formal, because he went to a very small school. He graduated under 20 people.
Oh, wow.
And everyone was presented by name, and we ate, and then we went home.
Oh.
But we still got to wear our pretty little dresses and our
Right.
nice clothes, so it was fun.
So you went to 2 proms that year?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. So you went to yours. Which one was more fun?
I'd have to say ours, just because I'm a fan of dancing in general.
Yeah.
And all of
That's true.
our close friends got to come to the other one, so that was really nice.
All right, cool. So where was yours? Did y'all do that at school or?
We did it in the gymnasium
Okay.
at school. So you had the smell of like basketball and sweat. It was kind of, but that's okay.
Wow. So yeah, there is a lot of dancing. Was there any boozing?
There, of course. I mean, they're not on our end, but people, it's so cliche to sneak in alcohol. So
Right.
you'd see people drinking every now and then, but they were pretty diligent about like being the eagle eyes and trying to kick out people who they saw with things to drink on them.
Yeah, man. So any particular moment about that night stood out, or like anything that would be unique to you?
What I guess I go to food, which is bizarre, but after prom, when we went to my friend's house who had the party, her parents had a ridiculous amount of food, and it was absolutely wonderful. Like,
Yeah.
I remember specifically they had filet mignon and sushi,
Mm-hmm.
so it was just across the board. We had amazing food.
Do you feel prom's overrated? Because me and my cousin was talking about it, and we feel like before you go to it, before the lead up to it is very big. It's like a big theatrical event. Everybody's getting dressed up, and there's a lot of money getting spent, and a lot of massive plans are being made and stuff like that. But the day of, I mean, when you actually go to it, it's not as like, why did we get so worked up for? Do you feel like that, or?
Definitely. And when I think about all the money that people spend to go to prom, it's unbelievable that we're kind of put in that position. But it's you're seniors, and I think it's at a pinnacle time in your life where a lot of people are leaving, and you have to go through the friends saying goodbye.
Yeah.
So it's nice to have a final party, but the pressure to go out and spend, and just even if you try to find a reasonably priced dress, or tux, the thing is there's no reasonable price. Like, it's expensive no matter what.
Right. Yeah, that's true. I believe when I did my junior prom, my tuxedo was discounted because I was in a prom fashion show for high school.
Really?
Yeah.
What did that consist of?
We there was a group of dudes, and a group of dudes and a group of chicks, and we modeled we modeled tuxedos and we modeled dresses, and we there was an auditorium. We went to the auditorium, so there was a bunch of our classmates in like, you couldn't really see them because it was so dark, but you walked out on stage like a fashion show. You walked out to some music, you did a couple poses, turn around, point to people, everybody's cheering, and it was awesome. And then but you couldn't hear the announcer, so like I didn't know when to walk back, so I just looked at it like, you want to go back now?
Is it time?
Yeah, it was awesome. It was fun, man. I had a great time doing that. I wanted to do it in senior year, but nobody could get it organized.
Oh, so that was your junior year that you did that?
Yeah. So it was cool, man. So I got my tuxedo a little bit cheaper, not much, like probably like 10% off or something. But it was cool though. Got to do that, and but yeah, I remember. I don't know, I think it's because, and I mentioned it in the previous conversation. I think it was because there was a lot of high school movies and stuff like that, making it seem like it's like a big like they changed the whole environment of your city for prom. You know,
Yeah.
like you leave your current situation and go to a fantastic world where it's like everything is like $1 million plus. You know. And it's not really like
When
that.
in reality, it's in
Yeah.
your gym with a couple of streamers.
Well, yeah. Well, my two proms weren't at the gym. We had like there was like at ballrooms and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay, well, that has more merit, definitely.
But here's the thing, like I said in a previous conversation, I barely spent any time there. You know, we went, girls took pictures, and that was it. We left, and then we went to like an after party somewhere. And like so, I barely remember the actual prom
Oh no.
at all. Yeah.
And all the lead up to not remember.
Yeah, like we barely did anything at prom. I swear we might have. I mean, I might be exaggerating just because of how long it's been, but I feel like we spent like maybe 2 or 3 songs there and then we left. Yeah. Like especially my senior prom, most of the time we spent there was waiting in line to take these pictures.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of pictures.
Yeah.
Of
Take these pictures and then I think both years we went to Bourbon Street after that.
We had. Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow. Wait, how old were you though? How were you able to get into anything?
We couldn't go nowhere.
No, y'all just went to
Yeah,
Bourbon Street.
we just went to Bourbon Street. But please believe, like, if we wanted to, we could have got in.
Not in your tuxes though, right?
Maybe not in the tuxes. Because they obviously were high school. Well, you never know. It could be.
I
We
couldn't
could have
imagine
been.
wearing anything nice on Bourbon Street.
Oh, you kidding me? Like that's. I say it all the time. I expect when I go to Bourbon Street, I expect to see a woman in a wedding dress walking in horse shit.
Yeah, that's right. That's
So
right.
like, there's always a wedding group on Bourbon Street. Yeah, I mean, there's always somebody in this squalor, in this dirty, nasty area surrounded by dirty, nasty people. There's always a group that's just dressed real, real nice. That are sauced
Like,
off
what
the
are you
asses.
doing here? You shouldn't be here like this.
Right. But Bourbon Street is a lot of fun. A lot of memories on Bourbon Street. But yeah, we could have got into anything because like it's like a don't ask, don't tell type of thing. You know?
Really?
Yeah. If they don't ask you your age, you can just get in. And if they do ask you your age, you might be able to negotiate with them and just get in. That happened a bunch of times.
Wow.
And I don't put nobody out of business, but yeah, that was a lot of teenagers in 21 and up bars back in the day.
Jeez,
For true.
even in New Orleans.
Yeah, especially in New Orleans. That's the place to do it. That's the place to do it, man. Yeah. So like, especially like I remember, it was hard for dudes to get in, underage men to get into clubs and stuff like that, but girls, they didn't care.
I do hear that. I hear that girls get in easier than
Yeah.
guys.
I don't know why, and I mean like it sounds dubious, you know, but
I think that it's because girls are more inclined to dance, so they want people to have
yeah,
like a really lit dance floor.
Yep. That's what it is.
I
But
do.
yeah.
I do remember a pseudo creepy story from my junior prom where we went in a friend group. Like I went with one of my good friends, and we were standing outside doing the picture ordeal.
Yep.
And a woman and her husband drove by slowly, and she rolled down the window and she said, "Have fun, it'll be your last." And we were like, "Our last what? Our last day on earth? What are you talking
Yeah,
about?"
that's not-
And
wow.
we were juniors, so we didn't know.
Yeah, she worded that wrong. She probably meant like this is like it'll be the best time of your life and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
have fun, it'll be your last.
Yeah, that's I could. She didn't think that through. She
Yeah,
probably
our faces dropped like, what did she just say?
Is there another group of people like a big black van with some ninjas that's gonna pop out, cut
Yeah.
everybody's heads off?
This is it.
Right. She probably drove away like I probably just scared a bunch of children. I should have worded that differently. Yeah. So yeah, I just feel like all that lead up for like 5 seconds of being at the actual thing, and then both times we got back on the party bus and we went to the city.
I do remember a lot of people left.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people were looking forward to prom for the after party.
Yeah.
But I was looking for, I think our
I didn't know what to
theme
expect.
Did you guys have a theme?
We probably did. I didn't pay attention to that, man.
I think
We probably did.
Ours, It was either Midsummer Night's Dream or An Evening in Paris or something like that.
Yeah.
I feel like they're all basically the same.
Yeah.
A night in somewhere special.
Absolutely. Yeah, we definitely that type of theme. Yes, we absolutely did. I don't remember none of that. I think it was a night for two with you or some silly
Night for
shit.
two with you.
Some silliness, man. Yeah, shout out to so you went to the to prom with the same person both years.
No, I went with a friend of mine who were still really good friends. His name is Bo Adolf, but I like to call him Adolf, but he goes by Bo.
What's the story behind that?
He's a fourth,
Okay.
and it's not like it's not German Adolf.
Okay.
It's PH, so
Okay.
it's not. Yeah, there's
Right.
no
correlation to Hitler.
No.
Well, that's cool. That's good for him.
Yeah.
So this guy, how did he approach you with the?
I think we kind of just knew because we had a main friend group of 4 people.
Okay.
And one of them, they were already a couple, and then it was us, and we had a couple other couples that joined us, but as best friends, we were always the 4 best friends, so we kind of just knew if we didn't have dates, we would just go with each other.
That's cool. Did you get asked a lot? Because I wonder, because I'm gonna ask girls, because that's why I wanted a girl for this show, because as a dude, you might ask a lot of girls and get shot down.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I remember asking one specifically for senior year, my senior prom. I asked one girl specifically, and I figured it was a long shot because she didn't go to high school with us. So, but I asked her, and she said yeah. So I didn't really have to work that hard.
Yeah,
No.
you got it on the first try.
Yeah.
Even my junior year, where I wasn't with anyone and I didn't have a date till we decided that. I don't think I got asked at all. But yeah, I don't even think for homecoming. Did y'all do homecoming?
Yeah, did homecoming. A lot of dances, I don't know. A lot, especially early on in high school, I didn't bother asking girls because I figured I wanted to dance with all the girls.
Exactly, and I think a lot of people also, they just wanted to be on the prowl when they got there.
Yeah.
So they didn't want to be hitched down to anyone.
Yeah, and it worked out.
Unfortunately.
But I went to homecoming. I think either junior year or senior year. I definitely had a date for that, and it was my first time. It was my first time like driving a date myself to prom. I mean to a school dance and stuff like that, and we were all dressed up, and I was so nervous.
What were you driving?
Oh man, my Ford Escort, 1995 or 96, something like that.
Nice.
And I had to go pick her up, and I got lost. I'm old, yo. This was before GPS.
Pre-GPS, oh no.
This might not have been pre-GPS,
no.
but I didn't have one at the time. I didn't have one at the time, and like the GPSs that existed at the time were like these little mini TVs, like big box TVs, and so I was using MapQuest. I was using MapQuest at the time.
And you print out the
yeah, I had to print out
We've
the
all
directions.
been there.
Yo, MapQuest helped a lot, man. It helped a lot, but I got lost. I couldn't find the girl's house. I found the girl's house. We make it there. I took some pictures at her house with her mom, and her mom took pictures of us and stuff like that. And we wound up going, and I left the tickets at home, so I had to drive. We drove to the dance. I didn't have the tickets. Drove back. I was so embarrassed.
You must have been nervous.
I was nervous, man, nervous. And but she was really polite about it. She was really cool about it. She was real sweet. Shout out to her, man. Shout out to Sherelle. Yeah.
Thanks, Sherelle. Thanks for being cool about it.
Yeah. I wonder if she remembers that, me forgetting tickets and having to go back. She was pretty. She was beautiful.
Yeah.
That night, I remember that. But yeah, I had a date from. She went to school in New Orleans, and for prom, and we met each other at this advanced program for high school students, college bound, going to college, and we met there, and we became friends then, and that's how we met to go to prom. And I asked her to go to prom the year later, and so shout out to Briere. I told I told somebody I took Briere to prom, and they was like, wouldn't it have been cool if y'all would have got married? She would have been Briere Pierre.
Oh, yeah, Briere
That'd
Pierre.
have been dope. I don't know. I think she.
Briere, if you're listening, it's still a really cool name. Briere Pierre.
I think she's involved with somebody. I'm pretty sure. Last time I checked.
Okay, so you're still in contact?
Yeah, we still talk.
Oh,
we still
how
talk.
nice.
You know,
Very
every
nice.
now and then. On Facebook, of course. I like to hang out with her again. You know, to meet up with her. It's been since we saw each other in the physical. It's been 10 years. Yeah.
Wow.
She was my senior prom date. You know.
Yeah.
But you know, just college and then life gets in the way. You know, things like that. But we kept in contact all these years though. Funny thing is, I never gave her a copy of the prom pictures.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's time.
Yeah, I know. I thought about it. I thought about it as years went by. You know, I'm gonna just wait 10 years. I'm gonna just wait till a 10-year anniversary, and then I'm gonna send it to her, and I think she'll appreciate it even more.
Yeah.
So next time I go visit my mom, I'm gonna get one and either mail it to her, or take a picture of it, and put it on Facebook.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, but she's awesome. She was a good chick. She was cool then. She's cool now. But junior year, I don't remember asking the girl out. It's just, like I don't remember how that
How
happened.
it happened.
I don't remember how it happened. Her name's Ashanti. My uncle dated her mom. That's how we knew each other.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's how we knew each
Okay.
other. And I can't remember how we got linked up, but we did. I don't think she was a junior. I believe she was a sophomore at the time. Yeah, she was cool too, you know. And but I had known her a long time because of the relationship between my uncle and her mom.
You know, that was another stereotypical thing is guys bringing younger girls.
Yeah.
Because you never saw a girl bringing a younger guy.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
There was like a few guys who made that like a point to go to every prom all 4 years. And I think a few succeeded. At least definitely went to 3.
Hat tip to them.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was quite common.
Yeah. But yeah, it's definitely not. Yeah, it's definitely not. But yeah. Old prom and old dance memories.
Midsummer Night's Dream.
Did you who was do you remember your prom king and queen and stuff like that?
Oh gosh. Not even a guess. Not even a clue. And I'm sure that was important at the time.
Yeah.
But I couldn't even list off people.
It was never important, but I don't remember junior year at all.
Oh.
I don't remember junior year, but I remember senior year because my cousin was the prom queen, and this guy named Rhett was the prom king. And at that year, I had got ROTC king because we had military ball, and I got the king of that. It was kind of dope.
Very cool.
Yeah, that was kind of cool. Got a crown and everything. I still got that thing at my mama's house.
Now, was the military ball, was it nicer than prom?
No.
No? Really?
No. It was nice. It was nice, but that junior prom, it might have been nicer than junior prom. The military ball was at the balcony in Kenner every year, and that was a trip too. Cause my senior year, the year I got the prom king, military ball king. That year, I again, this is pre-GPSs for me. So I guess GPSs existed. Now I'm thinking about it, but I guess my mom didn't want to get me one, or we just didn't think to get one, cause I didn't know how to drive. I didn't know my way around like that, So what my mom did, she had me get behind the wheel, and she had me like drive the route to the balcony like 2 or 3 times, so I could get it memorized.
That's
how to get there and get back.
Go mom.
Yeah, so I had my date, Raven. Shout out to Raven. She
Raven Pierre, think about it.
nah, she I actually knew a lot way better than Briere. Because Raven, I knew Raven because Raven's I think Raven might be 2 or 3 years younger than me, but me and her brother was friends when we was babies, so I've known her whole life, So it's not like somebody I'm just meeting, but she was giving me. Raven had no problem with giving me shit, even though I'm a little older than her, she had no problem. Like, I guess she looked at me like a, like kind of like, you know, because I was her brother's friend. I guess she looked at me like a brother, kind of like. So she would rip me all the time. So I told her, like, I'm not too comfortable getting back, so we might get lost, you know. So we might get lost, and she was like, "Oh, great." What she said? She said, "Oh, great. New driver, something like that." Something like that.
Did y'all make it back?
Oh yeah, we made it back, no
back?
problem.
Okay, good.
Yeah, got that, no problem. Made it back, no problem.
Good.
But the whole time,
Absolutely.
I wasn't gonna tell her. But I was sweating bullets on the inside. I'm like, we're gonna wind up in Marrero somewhere. We're gonna wind up in the 9th Ward, you know.
Then you should be able to find your way from there.
Right. And this
Get out of there.
is before smartphones,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm not old enough to remember the big old cell phones, but you know, with cell phones didn't have no GPS or internet on them, not like that, you know.
Well, I see with the military ball, I see pictures from my friends who do go to the military balls these days, and it seems so fancy. And I just compare it to our gymnasium, and I hold military balls
Right.
really highly because
Right. No, it was nice. I mean, we got dressed up. My junior, what's my junior year? Because military ball you go all 4 years, you know. So I can't remember the years, but
wow, how many proms did you go to? How many proms did you
military
go to?
balls is different. Military ball is different. I always looked at
similar.
It's similar.
Dressed up,
Yeah, you dress
date.
up. There's your date. She's all pretty, and but yeah, you go all 4 years.
So did you have 6? Have you gone to 6 balls?
I guess if you want to look at it like that.
Wow.
I never looked at it like that. I always separated military ball and prom. I never. I mean, there is a correlation, I guess.
I hope you were able to reuse a tux or something.
Well, military ball, you use your uniform.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the same uniform.
That's right,
yeah,
that's
you
right.
use for school. So yeah, I
The
had.
formal version of your...
Well, we only had one. We only had
Okay.
one uniform, so we only used that uniform.
I know the Marines have their dress blues.
Yeah, they're
What-
different. We was
what
Air
team
Force.
was- Okay, Air Force. What does it look like? I'm trying to picture
It was blue.
It was blue?
Yeah, it was blue.
Okay.
It was blue. Yeah, I went all 4 years. My this guy, we're not related, but his name was Ben Pierre. He won prom. I mean, he won military ball Prince 3 years in a row. You're the king your senior year. He dropped out senior year. He didn't do RTC. He did PE instead for his physical education requirements for school. So he decided to go to PE, and that left me and a few other dudes as the king, and I wound up winning king. So there was a Pierre for 4 straight years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. 4 straight years.
The Pierre dynasty.
Yeah.
Wow.
For 4 straight years.
Now, did they have enough girls to crown a queen?
Yeah.
Yeah?
They had a queen and 3 princesses for every year.
Wow.
Yeah, junior,
Okay.
sophomore, freshman.
Wow.
hmm My queen was Sarah. This girl named Sarah.
So, were there a couple hundred people or
That was a
more?
good bit of us, yeah. That was a good bit of us. It was nice, man. We had a good time. I had more fun. I had way more fun at military balls than at proms. Because we stayed.
Yeah.
We stayed at military balls, you know. And Raven looked nice, and made it. I got her home safe and sound, and that was that. And there's still pictures of us. I don't know if she got. I'm pretty sure she probably had. They probably still have one at their house.
Are you sure you gave her a copy?
Yeah, she definitely has copies. She definitely has, because she went to school with me. Yeah, we went to school together. We had class together. We was in talented drama together.
Were you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's also.
Yeah, I was in talented drama.
What year?
I wasn't
did you
in
guys
freshman
go-
year, but I was in
Okay.
sophomore, junior, senior year. Yep.
Did you go to Raleigh?
No. Yeah, we
No?
did. We did
Yeah?
do that. Yeah, I did. We did do that. I remember that. I don't remember me going, but I remember our school going.
I only went 1 year for theater. That's it.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was
Wow.
fun. It
That's,
was interesting.
that's like just like a jolt of memory right there. Yeah, that really did happen. High school was a good time.
I agree.
High school was a good time. Did you get any favorites? The only thing I got was military ball king. That's the only thing that was voted for that I got voted for.
I was on a court. We had the fall court and spring court, and I was on spring court. I mean, there were like 15 girls or something.
Okay.
And I was tied for a favorite, but I lost the runoff. So
You lost a runoff? They had runoff elections and everything?
yeah, we had runoff elections.
Wow.
It was an electoral college. It was extensive.
Oh, wow.
But no,
How big was this
it
school?
was nice though. We had about 2,000 to 2,500.
Your senior year, how many graduated with you?
360.
Yeah, see, we had about the same.
Mm-hmm.
We had like 280 or something. Like
280, yeah.
300 or
A
something.
good bit of people.
Yeah, enough.
I didn't recognize everyone walking past. Like,
Really?
who are all these people?
See, I feel like I did. Maybe that's just me, just a revisionist history. But I think I remember everybody. I can't remember. But yeah, prom was a good time. I just thought it was just interesting because it's not like the movies.
No, it's not at all.
It's not like the movies, and
Everyone stays and everyone dances.
yeah, everyone the whole time. Everyone stays, everyone dances, and then there's this big dance number that everybody's a participant in.
Yeah, something choreographed, couples dances. Usually at prom, it's a lot of people just standing around, and then a few people trying to dance.
Right.
That's how ours was anyway.
Right. And the quarterback's the prom king.
Yeah, that's right. And the head cheerleader is
Yeah.
the.
Right. I don't think that happened either year.
I really. Gosh, I was about to say I wish I remembered, but then it would be completely useless knowledge. So I'm glad I don't remember.
Yeah, no,
I don't know.
No, you don't need to know that.
I don't know.
I don't even know why I remember. Like I said, I don't remember what junior year at all.
Junior is completely. I have no idea. I barely remember anything.
So shout out to the prom king and queen of 2005 from Hornville High, whoever you are.
Whoever you are, yeah. This is 2009 prom king and queen. I hope your lives are going well.
Right.
You are.
As well as prom kings and queens should go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you could put that on a resume.
I really hope it wasn't a friend of mine and I'm just forgetting. If so, I'm really sorry.
Wouldn't it be cool? Wouldn't it be cool if it was worth something? Wouldn't it be cool if you could put it on a resume?
On a resume?
And
Yeah.
you get like a bonus on your check.
Yeah. I think so.
Like I was a prom king at Hornville High School in 2004, so that means I should be getting like 5% bonus every check, no matter what occupation you have.
Amazing?
That'd be great. It'd be a lot more competition for prom kings and queens if you knew.
Now,
a lot more parents would force their kids to try out for it at least.
Now we have a sort of king and queen at our job, but we haven't won that either. Not to my knowledge, you haven't won that, right?
No, I've never won that.
No.
See, I don't know, man. Stuff like that I'm against. Cause for our age and for a job, I'm not. Yeah, like we should let that go, man.
I think if it's based on things,
Cause the woman gets a sash and all that stuff. Come on, man. We too
the
old
guy
for
gets
that.
a sash too.
I
I think that if it's based on like genuine statistics, then it's kind of cool because it's an award for what you've done for the company or what you've given back. But if it's just like a popularity thing, of course it's silly.
Yeah. I mean, like the application of it is kind of cool, and the reason behind it is cool, but the theatrics of it, we don't need we don't need no scepter or no sash or no crowns. We don't need none of that. We all at least 22 years old, man. At least, at minimum. And we have people approaching 60 working with us. So like, I don't know. I mean, it's cool. It's whatever, man.
Yeah.
I plan on going this year.
Good.
Barring any unforeseen circumstances, I plan on going.
We had fun last year.
Yeah, I had a good time.
We had a good time.
I had a good time. I had a date to that too.
Yeah, you did.
Yep. I don't want to keep you. You got it's 2:22.
Oh, it's okay.
Currently.
I think 2:45ish.
Yeah. All right, cool.
I could hop and make it.
Cool. So any other high school memories or?
High school. Oof, so many.
Because I'm another good reason why I'm bringing this up is because I'm approaching. This is my 10-year reunion. This is my 10-year anniversary.
Oh,
right
and
here.
you're gonna go?
I plan on going. I wonder if I could bring my microphone.
Ooh, that would be interesting.
kinda dope.
I don't think I'll go to 10-year. I think, did our 10-year? No, it didn't pass yet. Our 5-year reunion came and passed. There were a few people trying to coordinate something. It didn't go through.
That's
5 years too soon.
That's
10?
really soon.
Maybe, but I mean, we have Facebook now, so it's a lot different for us.
Right. For our generation, there's really no point in having a reunion at all because I know what you look like and I know what you're doing.
Exactly. And anyone that wants to remain in contact with you will put forth that effort, so it's not.
And the people who don't, they just fall to the cracks.
Exactly.
And they don't have
their own way.
social media at all. So.
Yeah.
And if they don't have social media, the chances of them attending a high school reunion is very slim.
Definitely.
So, cause like my cousin KG, the person on the in the conversation before this one, she refuses to have a social media.
Really?
She was a prom queen. She was quite popular in school. I don't know if I would say very popular, but I mean I think she was. But people still manage to contact her because, like, I have Facebook and she's on my Facebook a lot because of pictures and stuff. And she's on a bunch of her friends' Facebook and stuff a lot, but she refused to have one of her own. And so she doesn't want to. I'm gonna drag her to the 10-year reunion. She's coming because I want her to come.
I always find it interesting when people choose not to be on social media. To me, it's a lot more than just the useless stati that people put, and a lot of people get upset when people write useless things, but I mean, you should feel neutral about it. Let people write whatever.
How you feel about being friends with your family members?
I'm fine with it. I really like it. I love seeing updates because I come from a big family, especially on my father's side, and I like seeing the little kids that they're having because we don't get to hang out very often.
Yeah.
There's so many of us.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I'm talking about
nice.
like your parents and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm friends with my mom.
I'm against it.
No,
I'm against it
why?
100%.
But why?
Because I don't see the point in it. Like, because you're not my friend, you're my mom. That's more important.
My mom's my friend.
My mom is cool, but she's not my friend. She's my mom. That's more important. Like that's a different level.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I don't think your parents should be friends. You don't
Yeah.
think? Obviously you should like each other. You should love each other, obviously. But like, friends are people like you hang out with, you curse with, tell dirty jokes with. I'm not doing that with my mom.
I guess I don't really do those things with people in general,
Yeah,
so
you know what I mean?
my mom's just in there.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just a different level. That's just my opinion. It's just a different level.
Yeah.
And I think that people who are friends with their parents on Facebook are only doing so just to show the world that they love their parents. When you don't have to show the world, that should be obvious, right?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
But no, I like that my mom gets to see my updates from my page and everything. Even though she talks to me, I'll share a picture and she'll usually like it and talk to me about it later.
Right.
It's kind of nice.
Right. And I see people who's friends with their parents, and they'll post something, and their parents will say some saccharine, generic nonsense on their post, and like. That didn't have to be there. You could have just said that to him in person or call him on the phone and
I
say
have
that.
seen awkward things like that.
Just like
Yeah.
saccharine, sweet, and because they typing it, so they thinking about it, so they trying to be as poetic and cheesy as it can be. It's just disgusting. I don't like it. I'm so against it.
Maybe in high school I would have been against it.
Yeah.
Because then mom and dad know too much. They're watching too closely.
Yeah, I'm not really worried about that because at this age, like, there's no one who can tell me what to do.
Yeah, but in high school, what about in high school?
Yeah, in high school, absolutely. In high school, man, I'm so glad my mom. I guess it's because she's retired. She ain't got nothing to do. She was too busy to be on MySpace because Facebook was an issue.
Yeah, MySpace.
MySpace was a thing. Parents wasn't on that. That was for the kids. And I like that. Leave Facebook for us. If you was born before 1980, get off of Facebook.
No.
I'm serious. Get off of Facebook. If you was born before 19. I'm sorry, Cap. If you were born before 1980, get off of Facebook unless you're a known figure or you run a business like my man Cap. Then you get on Facebook.
There you go. He made an exception.
There you go. Yes. If you're a known figure like a celebrity, or if you run some sort of business, stay off of Facebook.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, old people on Facebook typing sacrament stuff, and a lot of them are just sitting at home just judging young people like, why are you wearing that? I don't like how that girl's skirt too short, and like, so what? She an adult, let her wear it. You know?
I think the only run-in I've had with my mom was one time my friend drew a tattoo on me, and she was like, she said something like, oh, it looks good just for pretend though,
right.
something like this. I'm like, Mom, okay, but you know, if I wanted a tattoo.
That's what I'm saying. Like, see, like, I like just an initial confrontation of it. I don't want to deal with that, so no, I'm not gonna be friends with my aunties or my mom ever.
No?
Not ever.
So does your mom have a profile?
She absolutely does.
And y'all aren't friends?
Nope.
Oh no.
Nope. And like,
oh no.
And like, I know that I don't care how it sounds. Like, my mama knows I love my. She knows I love my mama.
Yeah.
My mama knows I love her very much. She's my mom. Only get one. You know what I'm saying? But I just think it's cheesy. Like why are we doing this? Like, I love you. You love me. We're doing this to show the world that we love each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
like it's a big display. Like, I'm not with that. I'm not with all that.
You know what I don't like about the typically older people on Facebook is the amount of things they share. You know how they share the posts that's just copy and paste this if you believe this, or share these little pictures. I hope Facebook would be more originality than just copy and share this status.
That is happening a lot.
For no reason.
That is happening a lot. It's it's all reposted stuff. Like, everybody's page is all reposted stuff. You know what's it's a huge trend now? Tasty.
Oh yeah, I've made a tasty.
Come on.
I have. I made a tasty. Yeah.
That is like, and I can't. I wish I could stop watching it because
I know,
I'm
but
so
I can't.
against it. I'm so against it. It looks so delicious.
It was actually the recipe I made. My friends really liked it.
Yeah.
I did the Nutella cookies with the Nutella kind of melted in the middle.
Yeah.
Hey, from scratch, it was really good. It was really good. They know what they're talking about, though.
Got 15 minutes.
Okay. They know what they're talking about.
But yeah, so let's keep talking about this. No, I'm like I said, like it's just people are, cause like I like the way family members treat each other on Facebook makes me wonder what happened before Facebook.
Yeah.
You know, what happened before Facebook? How did you show the world that you loved each other before you had this platform to do so?
Where you could use.
You know what I mean? Like, and that's my son. Like, why you gotta say that? Like, just tell.
They're supporting you.
I know that, but you can just say that on the phone. You can just say that on the phone. Be personal about. You know, like I feel like you're doing it just to show like, hey, I love my mom. So if you're not friends with your mom on Facebook, you don't love your mom.
Oh, I don't think that at all.
That's what it looks like. I know, like, not you, but that's what it feels like. You know, like I'm friends with my mom because I'm better than you.
Oh my god.
I'm not friends with my mom.
I think you're overthinking it.
I don't think so. I'm not friends with my mom, and I don't care what nobody think. But I know she don't think that. Because I brought it up because we talked about it yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like, Glenn, when you gonna be friends? Never. I told her that. Never. And my auntie, never. Because my mom like jokes around because I have a good relationship with her younger sister. I have a good relationship with her older sister, but I'm even closer to her younger sister because that's my godmother. And she said, and my auntie, she said, if I had a Facebook, you would add me. I'm like, no, I'm not adding none of you. Not none of you.
Not none. Because then they would talk to each other about everything.
Yeah, right.
Of course.
Right. I like, cause I say like, I am who I am, and I don't want to change for nobody. You know, like, I don't want to pretend to be nothing else. I like who I am, and if people don't like it, that's cool. They, just remove yourself from my 360 degrees, because like, I curse and I say things I can't curse around my family members because out of respect. So I don't.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't want to say something on Facebook and they be like, Glenn, you shouldn't have said that. Like, I can say what I want. I'm almost 30 years old. I can say what I want. That's how I feel. Like, I don't want no confrontation, no censorship, nothing like that. So I'm not. No.
I did have a roommate's dad who would comment on everything they posted, about school, and it was always something like stay in school, and he was in college.
Right.
And so just that continuous stay in school.
Yeah.
I am in school. You know I'm in school. You're helping pay for it.
Like I don't understand. Like like my mom knows I love her. I'm just against. And not just for me, for everybody. I'm against people being friends with their parents on Facebook.
You know what I'm really happy about?
What's that?
Look how fancy. Oh, sorry, I got distracted.
It looks like a villain.
A guy walked in a suit.
Yeah, in a nice hat and a tie.
With a hat as well.
And he looks like a villain.
He is fully clad in formal wear.
Like
Maybe he's going to prom.
It might be adult
Maybe he's
prom,
going to prom tonight.
senior citizen prom.
Very nice.
I imagine him to have a machine gun in his
Oh yeah, like
in
a
his
Tommy
umbrella.
gun or something. Yeah, okay.
Like the
I
penguin.
See. Yeah, the penguin. Batman. Boom. But so I'm really happy that Facebook wasn't around high school days. Even though we had MySpace, I feel like MySpace fell by the wayside. So any of the embarrassing things we had is left to this graveyard.
Yeah.
So all the emotional posts and the silly pictures can kind of just lay in its grave.
I don't know
on
how to.
MySpace.
I can't even delete my MySpace because I don't remember how to get into
You
it.
don't remember how to get in? My first MySpace probably where all the sappiest things were. I was locked out of it one day. I forgot a password and I never recovered it.
Yeah.
So the new one I made wasn't as bad, but there's still a Hannah MySpace out there that's just, I'm sure, the worst of all things.
We actually, when I started working at the station, we actually tried to look up our old MySpaces just to see our old pictures and stuff. I had 2 MySpaces. I had one for music and one for my regular stuff.
You can actually keep the music page now because that's what it is. MySpace is a music site.
Well, it was stuff that I didn't own.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I got you.
Yeah, it was all that kind of stuff like that.
I'm really curious to see what that guy buys, so we'll try to keep you updated.
yeah, man. But no, like I was always really careful about what was on Facebook and stuff like that. I look back at something like I was like, I don't know who I was trying to be at the time when I was younger. Like I was just saying like really stupid stuff, not like derogatory or anything like that, but like why am I using these words and dropping the G off of words and stuff like that? You know, like I should have just typed like a normal person.
Like a normal person, yeah. Or even all the slang, like what are you doing? WUT.
Oh, I was always against that. I was always against that. I was against abbreviation. I never used that. And LOL, I was always against that. I always thought that was for girls.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Now, have you ever been through a breakup on social media? Like you go and... Because, I don't know if you remember, but in the early days of Facebook, it showed the world when you broke up with someone.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
It would come up on your feed that so-and-so is single, so-and-so is single.
Yeah, I do remember that. I didn't know that. I thought it was like something that said like so-and-so broke up with so-and-so or something.
Oh, it still had the same effect. It's pretty bad, so...
Yeah. But no, I never went through a breakup on Facebook. Thank goodness.
Yeah, it's just awkward. To me, that's so personal. Why should social media know about it? Like a relationship status. It's so not social media's business.
Yeah.
Or when people put it's complicated, it's the most awkward. I mean, guys, everyone on Facebook, if you're putting it's complicated on your relationship status,
it's not a good sign.
It's not a good sign.
It's not a good sign. It's either not a good sign or you're polyamorous and you're dating a lot of
then
people.
That is fairly complicated, I would say.
Excuse me, sir. Sir, you dressed really, really nice. Why you dressed so nice? Yeah, my man.
Pocket square and all?
Pocket square and all.
Wow.
I want to work wherever you work to dress like that all the time.
You gotta wear a uniform to work.
Oh.
Wow. It's even like era themed. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's period themed for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, typically, what you wear, is it from the same period or do you bounce around?
Not always. This suit is vintage and the tie is, but not always.
Super cool.
It's usually vintage inspired more than actual.
Look like Boardwalk Empire.
Yeah, seriously.
1920s, man. It's good.
Sorry. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Very fancy.
I appreciate you being a part of the show,
so
man.
So cool.
Real nice.
Yeah.
Real sharp fella. Yeah, where we we got you have 7 minutes.
7 minutes.
Yeah, before you gotta run out of here.
It's the final countdown.
Yep. So many high school memories that are just coming back. I remember I liked being in I was in band. I was in band, and in middle school I didn't want to be in band because I thought it would make me look like a nerd.
Yeah.
So I was like, I wanted to play football.
Oh.
Yeah. How about that? I wanted to play football, and for those that don't know, I'm very small, very short, and very skinny. So I was even shorter and skinnier then, and my mom was not having it.
She was not.
She was like, "That's a death sentence, and you're not playing football."
It's dangerous.
So I was like, I guess I'm going back to band. And so I stayed in band all from 5th grade throughout high school, and I'm glad I did because high school band was a lot of fun. Away games, football games, whole lot of fun. A lot of fun traveling. A lot of crazy things happened with some teenagers on a school bus in the dark.
Oh gosh.
A lot of crazy things.
Oh man.
a lot of interesting tales.
Yeah, we've heard crazy stories. Our band kids were the same. I was in band for 3 years, but I stopped when I got to high school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What
then
else?
I went to choir, which is equally as cool.
Back in high school, I heard the prom. I keep saying prom. The choir girls were the freakiest girls in high school.
Oh no, I don't think so.
At my high school, that's what I heard.
Not in mine.
I just remember that. I just remember that people, all the dudes were saying that, because you wouldn't think that.
Yeah.
But
No.
but there was a lot of interesting situations on the prom on
Prom,
band
yeah.
on the band bus. This is a prom episode. That's why I keep saying that.
Have you ever been on a party bus?
Plenty of times.
Really?
Yeah, military. Me and my cousin was talking about it before we started talking. Military ball, either junior or sophomore year. I'm gonna say junior year. I think a big group of us got on a party bus, and it was a fantastic night.
Yeah?
It was a phenomenal night. Yeah, we had a blast.
I always hear just crazy stories associated with party buses. I've never been on one though.
You never been on? Never? Never.
Nope.
We
did the limo thing, but nope.
We gotta make that work.
Yeah.
We gotta make that happen.
Yeah.
We just me and you. We're gonna do a party bus for no reason.
The party bus, yeah.
Just for no
Who are
reason.
we gonna invite on it?
We're gonna get a bunch of people. We're gonna get a bunch of folks. And we're gonna go to. We're gonna go on this party bus.
The zoo?
You could go to. You could go to the zoo.
That would be fun. I haven't been in a long time.
I've never been on a party bus in the daytime. I've never been on a party bus in the daytime.
I think they actually have a couple days where they do like nocturnal hours.
Okay.
Where you could go see the nocturnal animals.
could do that.
That
You
would be
could do
kind of
that.
cool. Little bats.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd
Yeah.
be cool. I've never been to the zoo here.
Wow.
Never. I've been here 10
Really?
years. I've never been to the zoo.
I can't count. I had a membership 1 year, or maybe 2 years I had a membership, so I'm a frequent flyer, as they
Yeah.
say, of the zoo.
Yeah, man. So what else were you in high school?
I did theater.
Okay.
So I did theater. Clubs.
Mm-hmm.
Key Club, Interact
What's
Club. Key Club.
What's that?
It's like, it's the Kiwanis baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rotary Baby was Interact.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, I was in Interact.
You were in Interact?
Yeah.
Very cool.
Interact, drama,
Drama.
RTC, band.
Beta.
I was in Beta.
It's in Beta.
I was in Beta.
Um,
So I've been coming to Lafayette for a
many
long time because
clubs.
Beta's here.
I loved clubs.
Yeah.
Organizations are really cool.
Yeah, it was fun. It was good to be into something. I never wanted to be that guy. There was a bunch of dudes in high school that wasn't a part of anything. They were just like zombies, just going through
Yeah.
high school.
Yeah, you're missing out on
friends,
so much.
yeah. No friends, just there.
That's
Never-
what I tell people
never
when you're
enjoyed it.
looking for friends. Join a club. Go to events.
When I came to college, I wanted to join the anime club. I never did. I regret that. I wanted to do that, but I had to work.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
I wanted to do that.
Yeah, I was in less stuff in college because
Yeah.
I was just focused on
Gotta get
finishing.
You gotta study and you gotta make money to
Gotta get
pay
that
for
degree.
studying. Yeah.
Gotta get that degree.
Yeah. I don't know how people make time for it.
Now, did you ever go to, because I know UL had a prom.
No, I didn't go to any of that.
UL had a prom, and I
Yeah.
heard it wasn't, I heard they had room for improvement.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
bet. I think they do that every year.
I don't think I'd be super into it.
I think sororities and fraternities are just people who love prom that much.
They love prom that much?
Like they love prom that much, and that's why they wanted to join. Because like I remember being in college and I was close to a lot of girls in AOPI, and they was going to a formal like every week. I feel like it's
Wow.
like every month they had to get a dress
Something
to go to
else.
something,
Yeah.
and I'm like this is just adult proms. That's all this is.
Yeah.
That's all this is. It's just adult proms. You're going, you're getting dressed up under the pretense of some sort of school event, being some school affiliated event, and you're getting dressed up and you're going to a place where there's gonna be drinking and dancing.
Ooh, what about the one of the most fun around here, Mardi Gras ball? Have you ever been to one?
At what?
A Mardi
Like
Gras
what?
ball, like Crew de Rio. I don't know. They have these little balls. I went to one, but it was a very small, very very small organization, and they actually disbanded. Like they're no longer existing. But it was really fun. You wear the mask with the dress.
I would like. You got 1 minute if you want to run.
Nice. Yeah, I was going to check.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you got to
You
run
want
out
to do
here.
your clothes? No, I can. Or do you want to stay with them? It's whatever you prefer.
I might get Mr. Jeff on here for a little bit
Cool,
and then
cool.
And then see.
Yeah.
But
Or maybe you can get the guy. And also, I think I was saying era, and I meant period, so I want to retract that.
yeah.
I was saying era. I was like, this is in a different era.
I hope I didn't embarrass that dude. He seemed like a cool guy. I just wanted to get him on the show for a little bit.
Yeah, I'm really glad I got a picture. You can post a picture with this so people can get a visual.
Well, if is he still here? Because I don't want to do it without his permission.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah. So I might not. But he was dressed real nice. He's wearing a blue.
Blue double-breasted
Yeah.
coat. Imagine,
Look like 1920s. He looked like Boardwalk Empire. He looked like a mafia guy.
1920s, yeah. Thick tie.
Mhm.
I'd say like 2.5 inch.
I thought he was dressed.
With-
He looked like he was dressed up for something.
Yeah.
He was really coy
definitely,
about
definitely.
it. He looked like he was. I think he's an actor.
You know what? Maybe.
I think he's an actor.
That's possible. He had a white pocket square.
Yep.
Very fancy. Very fancy.
Go to work because I don't want to keep
Okay.
you. I don't want to keep you. I could talk to you forever.
Okay.
Any
Get,
final words for
let me get
people?
Mr. Jeff here.
People with friends who's friends with their parents on Facebook versus people who are not friends with their parents on Facebook. It don't mean that you don't love your parents. I love my
true.
mom to death.
That's
She's
true.
the most important woman in the world, and I will never be friends with her on Facebook.
It's
That
the
doesn't mean I don't
individual's
love her.
prerogative.
Yeah.
If you want to be friends, go ahead. It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
If you don't want to be friends, that's okay too. Follow Glenn's advice. then.
Right, man. There's a lot of us. There's a lot of us like that. But I mean,
Yeah.
like, if you want to be friends with your parents on Facebook, I'm not gonna clown you.
Yeah.
I'm clowning you in my mind, but I'm not gonna vocalize it
I'll
as
take
much.
that. I'll take that.
You're not bad. See, I knew you was friends with your mom on Facebook without even asking you that because of
Yeah.
your personality. I could see it.
You think so?
Right. Because you I feel like you wouldn't have absolutely anything to hide. I don't have anything to hide either, but the person I am in front my older members of my family is different from who I really am.
Yeah.
Yeah. Out of respect.
And I
you
think
know.
in our younger years we were a bit more mischievous. That's why I say maybe put a time period on
Right.
it. Like when you turn 21, 22 or something.
Yeah.
Then be friends with them. But
Yeah.
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 Okay. Enjoy your podcast. I'll tell everyone at work you said
anything
hi.
else anything else you want to say before you got here? Before we close?
Follow, like, subscribe, Grasshopper GP. This was Hannah.
Yeah.
Go pet a cat today or an animal of your choice. And hopefully, if you want to be invited to our party bus to the zoo, just let us know.
Let us know in the comments below.
PM, comment below.
Right.
And we can see we set that up.
Man, Hannah is beautiful, yo. Hannah is awesome. She's a sweetheart, and she's gonna do whatever it is she wants to do in life. She's gonna be the best at it.
Oh, gosh.
Yep. And you coming to the mornings, huh?
Yeah, I'm coming to the mornings.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, can you imagine?
Yeah.
It's a wild ride.
Yeah. It's gotta be up.
midnight to 8 a.m.
But I think we need a shot of Hannah in the morning.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time.
I'm gonna need a full cup of y'all because it's gonna take more than it's gonna take a team to keep me awake in these hours.
Yeah. So you go ahead, go to work.
Yeah.
All right. Bye.
You gonna get Mr. Jeff on?
Yeah.
I'll give you a hug real quick.
All right.
Bye.
Nice to meet you.
Enjoy.
Hey, Cap.
Yo,
Come see.
coming.
Please. You're a good man. We're gonna wrap this up with Mr. Jeff.
So wait, you can make fun of me for being older and being on Facebook?
Yes.
And you can ask me about prom that was 40 years ago?
Yes. Yes. I'm gonna give you got 10 minutes, Cap.
Let's go. What we doing?
Got 10 minutes.
10 minutes, I'm on.
Talk about your prom, Cap.
Oh, God. Okay, I did 2 of them. Junior prom,
Mm-hmm.
prettiest girl in the school.
Mm-hmm.
Got dumped. Already had a dress, whole 9 yards.
Mm-hmm.
I was bringing a teddy bear. I kid you not. Had a teddy bear, got a corsage, and I was going with the bear. Because I was the weird kid, and, that's all there was to it.
Why not?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So the cheerleaders had a car wash 2 weeks before,
Mm-hmm.
and I went
high
to,
school car washes.
Yeah, I went to the car wash, and she was there, and she started asking me about prom. She's like, "Are you going to prom?" I was like, "Well, I don't know, maybe not."
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. And she's like, "Well, if you're gonna go, you have a date?" I'm like, "No." She's like, "Could you bring me?" Well, I guess, whatever. But because she had already bought the dress,
Mm-hmm.
and she was one of these people that had mentioned that was convinced that she wanted to go to all 4 years of prom. She was
I think you told me the story already.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
a junior. She was a freshman, and I had been asked by 2 other people, 2 seniors, to go with them. The gay girl who didn't want her parents to know she was gay, so I was the fallout.
Oh, wow.
And then another girl who I just wouldn't have gone with. And the goal was to, after I told them no, I just wasn't going to go anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd known Kayla, the girl I took. She grew up next to my best friend, so I'd known her most of her life.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, why not? Cool. So we went, and it was okay. And the guy that had dumped her was there with another girl. And
wow.
Yeah. And we had gone to dinner with another couple. And at one point, my date disappeared. He disappeared. So I ended up hanging out with his date the rest of the night. And it was, it was that,
Yeah.
And that was that. And my senior prom, I went with my now ex-wife.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Y'all know each other that long, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I know that.
Yep. More than most of my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. So you got pictures still?
Somewhere.
Yeah, y'all take pictures? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yep. That was great, man. The junior prom, I was rocking the mullet.
Oh, wow.
Actually, it wasn't a mullet. My hair was just long, and my mom pulled it back, so it looked like a mullet.
So, Cap, but see, like, you're cool on Facebook. Because we was talking about old people on Facebook. I like I say, if you're old, like it was born before 1980, you should be on Facebook. Because
That offends me.
what are you doing on Facebook? But you are a known person. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm immature.
Huh?
I'm immature.
That
so
too.
I'm like someone that was born. No, I didn't even want to be on Facebook.
Yeah.
Someone that had made a Facebook for the store,
Mm-hmm.
and I had somebody come in and yell at me because I didn't accept the friend request. I'm like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. He was, I sent a friend request to the store, and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, the store doesn't have a Facebook. Oh, yeah, it does. I don't think so. Well, you better look. And what it was, a customer had set it up, so nobody else would.
Oh, wow.
And so I got on, and no sooner than I got on, you had to sign up to be able to really get in and look at anything.
Mm-hmm.
So I signed up, and by the time I finished looking at the store page and seeing that it was legit and stuff, it already had like 40 friend requests. I was like, oh God. So I ran with it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I was telling Hannah, it's just like I feel like it's just you're being friends with your parents and your older family members just to show the world that you love them.
Yeah.
Like they should know that, and you don't have to show that.
Yeah. I don't know if you saw, I posted a new picture recently, and my mom responded with, your mom likes your new haircut. Yeah, so it's like, I don't know if that's a your mama joke or a compliment. I don't know which one which. Let me go help this guy.
Yeah, I'm wrapping up anyway,
Cool.
Cap. So yeah, write in the comment section below about your favorite prom memories, high school memories, and stuff like that. And if you're going to prom, be safe and all that good stuff. As always, you can find me on Twitter, GrasshopperGP, Instagram, GrasshopperGP, both of which spelled normally. Send me an email at grasshoppergp@yahoo.com for any type of sponsorships, advertising, or if you just have something nice to say about the podcast. I really appreciate it. You're listening to this on Grasshopper GP Official. That's Grasshopper with 3 S's because when I made the account, I couldn't spell. Grasshopper GP Official. 3 S's is the YouTube account. So check it out over there. Thank you to everybody who's liking, retweeting, sharing, viewing. I love everybody who views just one episode. That makes me really happy. I really appreciate it. So thank y'all for rocking with me for so long. I think this is gonna be episode 41. So yeah. It's AquaMethodPodcast episode. And if I offended old people on Facebook, I'm sorry. I don't mean no disrespect. Do whatever you want. It's just not my cup of tea. You know what I'm just saying? It's just not my cup of tea. AquaMethodPodcast, episode 41, prom, high school, Facebook episode. Shout out to Hannah. Shout out to Mr. Jeff. Shout out to the guy in the blue suit over there. Oh, and shout out to Kyra, too. Y'all be good.